Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 27-week pregnancy update. So my husband and I are expecting a baby girl on September 23rd, and I am documenting this pregnancy journey on YouTube. So if you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to also press the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, so here we go. For symptoms and notes for week 27. Honestly, this week I had a bit of a runny nose and like sneezing again earlier on in the week, especially, and some nasal congestion because they finally cut the hay around our house, and all week they were doing like various things with haying. It kind of made my allergies start again. But now that they've kind of finished packing everything up, it started to go back to normal again. So thank goodness. Of course, I was, hungry and thirsty, which therefore also meant that I was going to the bathroom a lot. I had totally began nesting in the last week. I was super motivated to clean and prepare for the baby. There was one morning that at what time was it? 8 in the morning, I think. I was like scrubbing the balcony for 25 minutes because it was dirty. And I was like waking up early to clean because it's also started to get really hot here, between 30 and 35 degrees in the last week. And it's reached that time of year where I can't clean in the afternoon. It's just too hot, right? So I was at least very motivated to do that. I've started to notice in the last couple of weeks that linea nigra, the line going down the center of your stomach, has been slowly appearing, very slowly. It's definitely not that apparent, but I can see it if I look in the mirror, and my husband's like, oh yeah, it's there, a little bit, though it's kind of faint. Shortness of breath has continued, from walking up and down the stairs. And my house doesn't have a crazy amount of stairs, but, definitely there are stairs to get into and out of the house and go up into the attic, and it tires me out. We went on Friday to Ikea and got some baby things, and that was a whole day extravaganza, and I was really tired after that. And then I had a couple of days this week where I was gassy too. So what I think happened is that I started to get a bit of diarrhea going on 27 plus 5, and that would have been Monday. And I think that it is because it's the heat, right? It's related to the heat, because I find that happens every year anyway, and it just gets so hot. It was on Monday, it was 34 degrees at noon. So that was just a bad sign. I was oh no, how hot is it going to be this afternoon? And, I had to have our blinds down all the way, because in this room, the sun just bats in really strong in the afternoon. And it even got up to 30 degrees in this house, in this room briefly. And then it went back down to 28, I think, but it's 28 degrees in here now. So, and it's cloudy out. Anyway, I was trying to drink my water at room temperature because of that, just so it's not straight out of the fridge and you have such a great difference, because my husband had recommended that, and it did actually seem to help. So I've been trying to do that the last couple of days. And then that day I was feeling quite irritable, annoyed, and uncomfortable because I was hot, right? And my husband had said, oh, it's not even that bad yet. I've seen it worse, which is true. It can get up to 40 degrees here easily, and with like 95% humidity. It is horrible. Anyway, but he started to notice, yesterday that people at his work were getting a bit cranky too. And the heat is too hot. And then now also, everyone's got to wear masks if they're indoors at like a workplace or a shop. And especially if you don't have like air conditioning. I mean, I keep expecting that like there's going to be stories coming out at some point of people fainting because it's so hot and yet they have to wear masks. We'll see. Yeah, so the heat's really began to suck my energy out. I've been trying to get as much as I can done in the morning, but I mean that too, like there's only so much you can do by about 12:15. So I am spacing out cleaning and things, but it's not only that I have to clean in the morning. It's like, maybe I want to maybe I have to do some like folding. Maybe I have to fold laundry because it's drying out in the attic, but it's like 35 degrees in there. It's like a sauna when you go up in the afternoon. Or, deadhead my flowers, but the sun is like beating in there once it hits like 2:30, like you're not able to do it anymore basically. So it's a bit complicated, but anyway, I'm trying to just be like, hey, okay, whatever you can get done. Some just particular notes on a couple of days. So all of those things were kind of things that happened more or less like over a number of days during the week, and just for some specific day things that happened. On Sunday, we went to the pool for the first time this season. It was like 35 degrees that day, and we sat in the section above for like adults only because we're like, oh, this is the last time we're going to be able, the last few months, we're going to be able to go up there for like a long time. And the thing is that they had moved they used to have like the really comfortable lounge chairs up there just like on the lower level a few years ago, and then they changed that because they probably got sick of like moving the like comfier lounge chairs, that they had like that kind of cottony material, I guess. And they put the plastic ones there, but they're like the plastic lounge chairs that you actually need like a cushion to sit on, and they don't give you a cushion. And every year we go up there and then we're like, oh my god, like it's painful actually, like you spend the afternoon in pain basically on the lounge chairs. Is horrible. And then I remembered later on that actually we had decided like last year to not go up there the second time, and we enjoyed being on the ground floor. I mean, it's an outdoor pool, like on the grass. Much better on the lounge chairs on the pool deck, I mean, but there's like grass around. Anyway, I said to my husband, I think let's do that next time, because honestly we were so sore. And then I had like sore hips for the rest of the day, even a bit on Monday, and like a sore tailbone, and it's just not worth it. And I was also having trouble like bending over. So I don't know if that was like related to lounge chairs or what, because even like yesterday on Tuesday, I still had that issue on our own lounge chair on our balcony. And it's like one of those ones for really truly like sun tanning, in how it's like designed, that it's got like a dip in the middle. And I was having trouble pulling myself up and then standing up properly after. And my husband's like, do I have to come and pull the crane over? Anyway, something else of note is that, and I had put this on my app on Sunday because I remembered to finally put it down, but it has happened a few times in the last week or so. And actually since Sunday, every day, is this weird like burning in my like groin pelvic area, and I seem to get it when I wash the dishes, which is weird. Like, not only, but it's almost a given now that it seems to come up when I'm doing that. I was looking up a couple nights ago and I couldn't really find anything. I did ask the OB at my appointment yesterday, and actually we had a lot going on in that appointment, and in the end we both forgot to look into it because I had asked and he said, oh yes, we'll check that out, and then we forgot, basically, both him and I. So, but I did look up, and it looks like it's like what I was kind of suspecting, like just all of the ligaments and things like expanding, because in the second and third trimester, you know, you're like producing relaxin that's like loosening all the joints and things, and I think, honestly, I think that's what it is. But it's not like that. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like painful, but it is weird because it feels like a burning sensation, and it does go away if I sit. But like also if you touch there, like, yeah, like it feels tender actually. On Tuesday, so yesterday, of course, as I just mentioned, I had gone to my OB appointment, and I had a bunch of stuff to ask this appointment, so I can ask for maternity leave from the next appointment. So I guess at the beginning of August. And I asked about the prenatal course, so they are doing it, and I phoned this morning and they are doing it online. But I'm just happy that they like have it at all to do, because there was a bit there where I was thinking, I don't know if they're going to do it. So happy that they are. And they sent me like an invite on Google Meetings, I think is that. Anyway, so should be curious. Yeah, and they've got like the whole course lined out. So I'm glad for that. And booked that. And I tried to book my next appointment in like a different section. One of my friends had, because I have been going through the public like health system, not going in private to these appointments. But what was happening is that every time that I went to an appointment, I would get a different doctor just about. And I mean, I wasn't really like that happy about that, because I would like to build up like some kind of a rapport with the doctor. Although my friends have said that even if you go in private, they're like, don't think that like you make this like big like relationship with the doctor. Basically, the way that I figured out, my friend had explained, if I call the number with the like form that they give you to reserve, book the appointment, basically whoever you find at the hospital that's on shift that time is the doctor. Which, I mean, in reality, they say like it really doesn't matter in the end, because like also when you go into labor, like it's who was on shift, right? So I'm aware of that. But still, it was like out of, I think that this time was my 5th appointment. And luckily I did have this one doctor that I'd had 2 previous times. Now I've had him 3 times. So at least I feel like, you know, that one is more of the one that I could kind of call my doctor, but like not really, because I mean, like the appointments are so short too, like they're always very quick, right? But anyway, I tried to phone this, because apparently there's like a different section that my friend had said, that there's like, it's like a clinic within the hospital, and it's still free, but there's like one OB and a one doctor, and you always find the same one. And she had done that with her last pregnancy, because the first time she'd gone private, and in the end she was very unhappy because the doctor never even like came to say anything to her after she gave birth, and so she just felt kind of like they had taken their money and went. So she tried this clinic and had suggested it to me, so I'm gonna try. Basically the doctor, I guess, was away this week, but next week they told me Tuesday morning, you know, give a call, you can book your next appointment with the doctor, with the OB. So I'm gonna try that, see how it goes. I mean, it might be like late, I suppose, to change doctors, but like honestly, I think you see them more at the end anyway. So like that's more the point where you're gonna see them more frequently anyway. I just want to try something different because I'm just not happy with really the experience so far, and why not try? Because I'm gonna regret it if I just don't try. And so anyway, also when you do that, when you don't need that like form, which is good because they forgot to give it to me at the appointment yesterday. There was too much going on. So yeah, basically some things that were brought up at the appointment yesterday were, well, one, I have a yeast infection. Okay. I didn't even realize I did, but I do. So gave me a treatment for that. And the cervix shortened. So they've put me on a couple of like, I don't know, medicines. One of them, I guess, to stop like contractions, which is funny because like I haven't personally felt any contractions, but I guess there must have been because otherwise it wouldn't have gotten shorter. And magnesium, because the pharmacist told me something about what it does. I can't actually remember now, but I'm supposed to take those boxes, I guess, until they run out. I forgot to ask that. There was so much going on at the appointment, honestly, even though I had written down my questions, like new questions arrive and then you forget them. But yeah, so basically the doctor just told me, stay, rest a bit. So he didn't say you must be bedridden or anything, just, rest a bit, take it a bit easier. So trying to do that. After lunch today, I laid on the couch for about an hour. I was feeling tired also from the mugginess outside. It's very humid. Yeah, they did the ultrasound. They always do a super fast one. I don't know, a minute, just to check the heartbeat and see the baby, I guess. And super cute. They could see all the rib cage and looks like her belly is getting more, chubby and round and cute. And she, for now, is head up. So, that's fine because, it's still early. As long as at some point she turns around, that would be great. So anyway, for now she's head up. So we shall see. It's only today I'm 7 months because today I'm 28 weeks. So it's okay. I'm not really concerned yet. And if in fact she had been head down, she can totally still turn around at this point in the pregnancy. So all's good. And yeah, basically aside from that thing that I need to kind of rest a bit just to make sure that the cervix doesn't shorten anymore. Pretty much everything else is good. So that's it for all those kind of symptoms and notes this week. And then the last thing that I wanted to just kind of add was I had mentioned that we went to Ikea this past Friday for baby prep stuff, and we got tons of ideas also for other areas of our house that we're trying to get put together, because we've had stuff half finished for, I don't know, since we moved back into this house in October 2018, and we had put in the furniture that there is now, but we haven't been able to have the possibility to finish the rest of it. So we're just trying to do that before the baby comes, at least just a few things. And anyway, it was great for inspiration. And things for the baby that we got were some burping cloths, this cute little pig from Ikea. I should show it. 1 second. Here's the little pig. My husband absolutely fell in love with this little pig. And so we bought this. Super cute. It's even got like underneath the little nipples for milk. So this one, and a dresser, which was a gift from my parents. So thank you. And my husband actually started putting it together last night, and actually it's gonna take a few days, but there's lots to do with it. But thank you so much, Mom and Dad. And we got a chair from my aunt and uncle in Ontario. They've given us some money towards that. So it's like this nice cozy chair, and all of these will show in another video, but just to kind of list some stuff. And we got like the changing pad with the couple covers and some storage boxes for the dresser. So have begun to get more stuff. We need to get some more, we need to start getting bottles and things like that, sterilizer, etc. But yeah, there we go. Now let's do we'll do the belly shot. Okay, so here is the 27-week shot from the side here, front, and the other side. All right, thank you for watching. Like the video if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one.